Madam Mayor, Vice Mayor, and fellow council members, my name is Jean Bedord, and I've lived in Cupertino for over 20 years, and I'm here to talk about VTA and the proposed service changes for fall of 2017. I want to thank the members of the council for their leadership and diligence in serving on the VTA board as the voices of Cupertino. You are as effective as you can be. I attended the public meeting here in Cupertino last week, along with 50 other residents, which is a significant improvement over the 5 or so who attended last fall. Overall, I feel this plan provides only minimal improvement in service and completely fails to significantly improve public transportation within Cupertino. Specifically, there's no provision for public transportation along the 85 corridor that moves people from their homes in Almaden Valley to jobs in Mountain View. As we all know, this corridor has become increasingly congested and now is a major cause of traffic backup in our city. Furthermore, there's no proposal to add on-demand ride services such as Uber and Lyft to provide badly needed transportation to residents living in low-density areas. This is essential for improving public transportation in our community. Cupertino is just too low density to cost-justify traditional buses with a driver. However, on-demand ride services work quite well and would significantly improve VTA services in several areas. Both my husband and I have used paratransit services designed for disabled individuals and found them to be quite unsatisfactory. For example, Outreach doesn't work for doctor's appointments because you can schedule a time for a ride, but the time for which the ride actually shows up is quite unpredictable. A second area where on-demand ride services would be helpful is in providing transportation between De Anza College and the sister college Foothill in Los Altos. Currently, the only way that students have to take classes at both campuses is to have a car. The third is creating an additional option for affordable housing. While many senior homeowners rent rooms to students and other employees at De Anza, international students and faculty often don't have cars and want to rent close to public transportation. However, we're losing bus service to such locations. Yours is a challenging role, as Cupertino is a small city in the VTA system. On the positive side, I want to recognize Rod Sinks for his leadership, and I also have total confidence in Savita's leadership in demanding that Cupertino gets fair share of public transportation monies to improve public transportation. I'm here to say thank you, and that we are here to support you in your efforts to do what is best for Cupertino. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jean.
That's very kind, and I agree with everything you had to say.
My very first meeting is when I voted on this draft plan, but I'm going to watch it very carefully, and Adam knows that. Thank you.
You're welcome. By the way, I use VTA for the first time in several years, other than the outreach, to go to the Women's March.
Now called Access, no longer called Outreach.
Okay, whatever it's called. But I was at the Women's March in downtown San Jose.
Thank you.
25,000 people there.
Yep.
So I'm trying.
Me too.
The 522 worked quite well to get to downtown San Jose. But then coming back, first of all, it was hard to find the location of the bus stop. 4 buses didn't show up that were supposed to show up. And then when I finally managed to get on a bus back along Stevens Creek, it was fairly full to Valley Fair. Mm-hmm. And then from there on, I was the only person on the bus. Yeah. And I got off at Target. So the bus was empty beyond that. That tells me we need to use a different model.